What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, check out the entire episode at patreon.com/partywithstrategy. Every single week is a bonus episode. That's 4 episodes a month for $5. In a time where everything's overpriced, we're bringing back the clearance rack, baby. Let's go, champ. We'll see you over there. Enjoy the preview.
Yo.
We're back. Welcome to the Patreon. Let's keep it going. Let's really hash out what happened on Sunday night here, I think.
You're still on that, huh?
I'm still on.
Yo, you need to grow up, dude. Get the fuck over it. You're so sensitive about your environment. It affects your entire mood. You basically should just stay home. Never leave the fucking house again. You need like a work from home job.
So the next
You're like,
time,
oh, see, look, see.
So the next time I tell you I don't want to go and you drag me out.
Okay. I say okay these days. I do not push you to do anything anymore. I don't even try to have these conversations with you.
Welcome to episode 194. Bitter old
Just
Jews
ask
fighting.
your fucking girlfriend.
She knows. She learned Sunday.
Stop doing mushrooms and going to a shitty nightclub. You're gonna be in a terrible mood.
Yeah, so this is the thing. It's not that I need to stop doing mushrooms. It's that I need to do mushrooms and go to good places.
Yeah, 100%. Like
Yeah.
good music, good vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do mushrooms, go to Bar Bambino. I'm locked in.
Yeah, totally.
Where's
Totally.
Bar Bambino? I never heard of this.
It's the Ultra Lounge attached to El Fonte.
And now me and Dolo were having this conversation on the main episode, but what's going on with Scottsdale these days?
I was just having this conversation on the way here. And
We were saying that ever since you stopped DJing.
I wish. They do kind of line up.
What? If you look at the timelines.
Just kidding. But no, the market has the nightclubs have taken a giant hit in the last 8 or 9 months. I don't know the numbers anymore. I don't see the numbers anymore, but you just walk into the venues, they're very
You don't
slow.
need to know the
When
numbers.
I talk to people around the country, I hear the same thing.
Anyone who has eyeballs knows.
Yes.
Anyone with
I guess what I
eyeballs-
was saying is I can't be like, it was 40% or 50% down or
Yeah.
whatever. But, I've talked to friends all over the country.
It's not a percentage down. It's just down bad.
It's down bad. And, I think that they, it was summer. When fall comes around, it's going to be good. Waste management's next week, and then spring training,
But
and
I think
don't.
Hasn't it always been that everywhere, though?
Yeah, but this happened for you guys.
What I'm
quick.
saying is, I'm sorry to interrupt. Sorry, just what I'm saying is that if I don't think that it's coming back, like
You think it's gone? It's gone.
not for a long time at least. I don't think that the clubs are going to be, but places that are doing different shit, like the one we're sitting in right now, are crushing.
Yes.
You
Shouts
know
to
what I mean?
Almost Famous. Shouts to Justin Massey.
Justin Massey's a fucking visionary.
He's
in
the
this
GOAT
town.
right now.
Yeah. So the fucking bottle service shit is weak.
Yeah, but not. Yes, the traditional bottle service shit
Yes.
is weak for sure.
Yes.
Because I do sometimes still play bottle service clubs, and it's just like. It feels like a hollowed shell.
It's
like,
a hollowed shell.
I
Even
know
wh-
what I'm supposed to do: run a couple hip hop, run a couple house, run a couple in between, break it up with the R&B, sing along. I know the formula, but it's just the crowd just doesn't engage
Yeah.
because they're still confused because they're like, why am I supposed to be here? Why am I here? Am I here just by muscle memory that I found my way to this fucking bottle service place, or
I was listening to somebody DJ in the club the other night, and I was like, in real time, criticizing them in my head for playing like all this old shit, and I was like, wait, that's what I do.
yeah,
Like,
you have
actually,
to.
that's exactly what it's like. Here comes pop that,
Otherwise-
going down and get low. And
What are
I
you
will
gonna
say
play?
I played Pop That on Mill, and it was absolutely flatlined.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
yeah,
no
they've
one
never-
gets
Absolutely
that's been like
flatlined.
that for years and years, and I used to hate that because those are some of your go-to records on Mill. They're too young for that one.
Yeah, but
You know?
here's the problem, right? So if I was to think of songs that I could play hip hop right now that have energy, there's only Brokey. That doesn't even have energy. But
I don't even know
let's
what
just
that
say
is.
Lotto, like Lotto, Glorilla, That's about like
all
what's
Those
the song?
songs
Sexy Red.
disgust me.
But
Those
that's all-
songs,
that's all
I
there
hear
is.
those songs and they disgust me, and I see people acting like fucking animals to them, and it disgusts me.
That's because you're getting
Whoa.
old. That's because
It's
you're getting old.
gross.
That's a
It's
sign.
See how
legit.
sensitive you
It's
are?
gross.
I love that.
I walked into Riot House and I was like, this is disgusting. This is a fucking zoo in here. Who is taking care of this place? Who let any of these people in? Who sat them? Who fucking what is happening here?
They're trying to make
That's
money and
all
keep the
I could
lights
think.
on. Those lasers are expensive. You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody to fill the seats.
They don't have lasers, actually.
Whatever they got in there. If you're on
I don't
mushrooms, they
know
do.
I don't know about all of that, but
Sorry, he's like, the only thing good about it was the light system.
I like playing.
The lights were off.
I like playing Glorilla records. I'm excited for any new record I can play.
No, I like it too, but like, what are you gonna play? Glorilla back to back to back, and then what?
Sometimes
And then you have to go back
after
to
midnight, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all you can do, and that's why it's so dry. Now, if everybody was putting out hit records like it was 2018 again,
Yeah.
then
Well,
you would have
ever since Kendrick dethroned Drake, it's
he
really
fucked the game up for sure.
it's really
And not in
the
a good way.
DJs
Because-
should
But Drake
unite.
stopped putting out hip hop records for the club before that.
The
No, you
DJs
still-
He had a house album, and then he had like
No,
Rich
but-
Flex, and that was about it.
Rich Flex was big, but even
The one with Sexy Red was big in the club, like
yeah, Rich Baby Daddy. But
Yo,
even
that never actually really
oh
went
my
off
god,
for me.
that
it
was
goes crazy
huge.
in
For
I
me.
was
Houston.
playing it, but I never got like that.
oh,
That big
tear- it
reaction
still
out of
tears
it.
the
I
place.
got
It's the best.
I got the very mid.
I got news for you,
I get mid reaction,
and you're not gonna like it.
What?
It's how you're mixing it.
It could be,
It's 100%.
but then again, like I see you talk about like how you were crushing it, and then I see video, and it's. I think you've like confused like
There's
you scratching a record in for the energy in the room or something.
I can
Wait, let's
guarantee
talk
you-
about this for a second.
Yeah, let's play the video. Actually,
It's just a bunch of people standing around.
let's
And
singing,
he's like, oh,
singing the song, singing the song.
yeah, because I mean, they're like prisoners.
They're forced to
They
listen
have no
to your
choice.
scratch routine.
They've already paid the cover and bought the drink.
They have no choice but to sing the song that's on. That's great.
Oh my god.
I mean, here, look, I get tired of that record, but it's the only thing with energy. See, so then it was like anything that had to be like Jersey Club type,
After Just Wanna Rock.
right? Yeah, you just want to rock, fucking Rich Baby Daddy, fucking whatever that the baby song was.
Just
But,
when
like,
Rock is
shake-
dead now
shake-
too.
Yeah, of course, they're all
Shake
dead.
some.
But here's the thing: then Kendrick came in. I love Kendrick, but he came and he dethroned our king and made it so
Our
there's
Canadian
nothing.
king.
I mean, was Drake not the most reliable source of music for a club DJ ever to
Wouldn't
exist
you
in
rather have an
humanity?
American representing us?
I don't give a fuck if he's
I thought
from
you were a
Nicaragua.
patriot.
I need hits.
Yeah, well, I need hits to play so that I could make money and everyone's happy, and I feel like there's new stuff coming out that's good. It's not happening.
Whoa. But you've been singing for weeks about how, no, you got to do your own shit and play different stuff and we're back to our roots.
Yeah,
and like,
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that's why
Well,
playing
and that's-
Glorilla to me is like it's gross. Like
Yeah,
it's doing nothing for me, and like ew.
yeah.
When you play TV off, does people just fucking look at you like, "What the fuck are you playing?" Because
Isn't there two of them? Isn't there one and
There's
two?
three.
Part
There's three
part two
records.
is the mustard.
There's
Yeah.
That's,
That's
only
the
one-
big
and-
one, isn't
but
it?
I run that in Houston, and no one fucking gives a fuck. They're like,
Well,
"What the fuck?" They'll say "mustard," and then they
dude,
look at each other like, "Why are we listening to this?"
I'm having a
That's
little brain.
classic.
There's three Kendrick records now. And
Well,
they're
there's
all-
the first part of TV off, then there's that. Oh, you're talking about records in general, or are you talking about versions of that song? Because there's only two versions.
no. I'm just having a little bit of brain fart.
TV off is the record that starts out.
Turn the TV off. Turn
But-
the TV
I
off.
understand. I'm just
You're probably thinking of
I'm
Squabble Up.
Squabble Up. Yep.
Yeah, he's got a few singles, but I'm just talking about
TV
TV off
Off.
was probably the one high energy.
Not like us. Thank you.
Not like us, but that was like last year.
That was a
Still.
big one.
But they're still all running.
Shouts to Long Drink for sponsoring the podcast. Absolutely the best cocktail you can get out there. That's exactly what it is. A cocktail in a can. It's not a seltzer. As you can tell, it's not one of those stupid, long, skinny cans that makes you look like an idiot stick when you're drinking it. This is good stuff. Anyone I give one of these to ask me what it is, where they can get it, and why they haven't had it before. I'm putting people on. You guys are next. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the program. Go to your local liquor store. Target's got them wherever you can. Grab a long drink today. Enjoy. Watch the pod. Let's get back to it. Thank you.
TV Up is good.
None of those are running in Houston. I can tell you. They did
Well,
not.
I am pretty much on the West Coast only.
Yeah, so you got it.
One thing I'll say about the West Coast, we used to talk about this all the fucking time, like 20 years ago or whatever, but it was always that on the West Coast you could play East Coast records, and the East Coast you couldn't play West Coast records.
Yeah.
And I think that might still be the case.
It
Like,
could
it could be the way you're playing it, bro.
I promise you.
Houston's
Maybe.
a different place, though. They still
It's
listen to
100%.
old New Orleans music.
I think it just. I think you're right. I probably just sounded like another song on.
If you play something too high of energy before Rich Baby Daddy, it doesn't work because it's kind of low energy starting.
That's
true.
also
like hit 'em
how you're
from-
playing it.
That's true.
Are you playing it
But
the original version?
I play
with
the original. No intro.
Oh, I always run with the intro because then you can double time and with stems take the
No.
words off and then come
Well,
in.
that's his way of doing it. Now, I guess I would argue that like even like a shit DJ or a super good DJ or whatever, if a record is like the fucking record, it doesn't even matter how you bring it in. People are just excited to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
And I never got that like when it first dropped, a month after, even now. Like when I was playing my sets, I never got that like.
It's not that. That's
Yeah.
why. It's
Yeah.
not that. I don't think it's
the
that.
reason I like using a beat intro to that song is because the intro is so low that when it comes into the beat, it kind of doesn't have the energy. But if you hit that first beat, you know what I'm saying? Then it's almost like the same way that Uzi's Wanna Rock. When that first beat hits,
Right.
it hits you. You know what I'm saying? When that first beat hits, then the chords come in. So they're already moving to that beat,
Yeah.
and then when the vocals come in,
Yeah.
check that ass.
That makes sense.
I loved playing that record.
Yeah.
Wanna Rock. That was my favorite record of the last
Oh,
couple years.
because it tore the fucking place.
I would like restart and be like, hold up, we got to run it back. And like, just talking the mic a bunch. And I love the mixes I was doing with it. And
Are you guys playing Ball? What the fuck is his name? Tweaker?
Oh, Tweaker? No. I downloaded it to have for Saturday, but I didn't play it.
I played it when it first came out, and people were like liking it because it was like kind of funny. But I played it this last week, and it's not funny anymore.
It's the
kinda
same.
just
It's the same
cheesy.
sample from Black Rob. Whoa, or what?
No,
why
Tweaker's
why
like,
are
I
there
might
like?
swerve, hit the corner, whoa, whoa.
Oh, he just says whoa.
Yeah,
in
it
Okay.
feels like an old school record though. It
Okay.
feels like an old like Cash Money record almost. But
because we need another one of those.
yeah, well, I mean, we need.
That would be so fire if that came back.
They put a lot of hits out. You don't remember when Birdman was on top of the
I'm
game?
just like, I don't know, even like fucking Glorilla's biggest record was a sample.
Yeah, well,
You know,
and,
what was
and
it?
every record's a
Wipe Me
sample.
Down.
Which one?
You talking about the one with Sexy Red?
Which is it? Sexy Red and Glorilla,
Yeah,
right? Which
yeah.
you know?
See, he doesn't know.
I don't even know that one.
It's like
the
their
only,
biggest
the
one.
only one I
It's the
know
biggest
is the
one.
first one. The
Oh,
first one.
There's like 5.
What was the first Glorilla?
There's Get It Sexy with that's all.
No, that's Sexy Red.
That's Sexy
You're
Red.
thinking about
There's
TGIF?
TGIF. Yes.
TGIF's a banger.
That's the one.
But she's
I'm
got like
No,
three
no,
other ones. She got
what- Sorry, go ahead.
Let Her Cook. I love that record.
I don't know.
You know
What
you play that one?
know is
Let Her
probably the
Cook?
biggest one. It's Samples Wipe Me Down.
Yeah, and then Let Her Cook
We
has.
sound like 3 idiots talking about nightclub DJing. We're supposed to be like fucking masters
Wait,
of this art. We're
it's
like,
not-
wait, you
but-
know that record, but I'll
But
be
it's
honest
not
with you.
about nightclub DJing. It's just DJing.
These
Just
are-
DJing.
these are
Not
disposable
nightclub.
records.
I don't
if we're being
remember
honest.
any of these records' names ever. I'm like, oh, it's like 2A at 88 BPMs, and it's in this section.
You look in your crate and you
I,
see it
like,
and you
sit
know
and
which
I
one to
play
click
it.
on.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing: is like we're talking about disposable music. If I'm being honest,
Yeah,
'Cause-
music that's never going to get remembered.
because one or two of them might make it through, but like I'll give you a perfect example. When I go through my old records, right, especially like the Lethal Weapons, that was the same shit for that time. Those were the disposable records. This is whatever's hot this weekend. So you had to have 8 fucking tracks on a white label, and now I listen to it and I'm like, I haven't heard any of these songs, nor do I want to ever hear these songs for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like Brooke Higgins or Brooke Hogan and fucking Paul Wall. Like, why would I ever want to hear this again as long as I live? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what the same thing with the Glorilla. It's like it's current, it's on a TikTok or whatever the fuck, and people want to hear something current that's recognizable, so they don't feel like they're in a retirement home partying. But like, really, it's all disposable music.
Yeah.
Unlike some of the greatest music that we got to play today at Three Beans Cafe.
That was fire. That was
Oh, yeah, how
dope.
did it go? You made a little mixy?
That was
Oh yeah,
tight,
a lot of Shaka Khan. I played a lot of A lot of good, soulful, funky shit. It's a good
That
time.
was tight.
It's great.
I personally think that is the way that things are leaning, going away from quick mixing and like everything that you just calculate in your mind. You're like, all right, everyone's brain is fried and we need to hit them like we're TikTok and we are the timeline. So we play hook and fucking quick mix and get out of it quick. And if they're not fucking jumping through the ceiling, you're not doing a good enough job.
Yeah.
Like that's dead.
Yeah.
All that shit's dead. Like connect with the motherfuckers in front of you and play shit that you like and
think-
they can relate to. And
Which
like,
I think you're not totally right.
No, I think but I think it
and-
depends on the climate.
I think you're leaning into something and being really extreme, like you tend to be.
yeah.
And I don't think like anything's fully dead or gone.
Well, first
or
of all,
like,
there's no
you know,
one way to do anything.
No, I understand
I'm telling
that. I
you
understand.
my take and like what I'm doing. And
I'm saying that like you're like, it's not about this anymore. And blah, blah. I'm like, no, it still is.
Well, it's
in
it
a lot
could
of
be.
places.
That's what I'm saying. It
still
could
is
be.
in a lot of places,
but,
and it's
but
still
what I'm
really
saying
relevant.
is, what I'm really ultimately saying is there is no one way. It's not like you have to quick mix. Some people are like, yo, everybody's attention span is so short that you must quick mix. Like that's just where we're at in society. That's just
Well,
what
also,
is
was the
happening.
the places
3
that
or
we're
4 years
talking
ago.
about that are like dying or whatever, or that all this music and stuff, there's still the places that are grossing the highest amount of revenue.
Not necessarily.
I
Only
don't-
because
what,
they're
who,
larger
where,
clubs.
When? Why?
But let's talk about what's opening in the world, right? The vast majority of new nightlife spots that are open are boutique lounges, and that's a newer thing. This wasn't a thing before. Before it was, let's get an entertainment group together and build the biggest fucking vessel we can build to stuff the most people in, to put the biggest light show, to sell the biggest bottle. You know what I'm saying?
That
That
bubble
shit is
burst.
going away, and people are still spending money. Like Fancy's is small, but people still buy PJ and Dom and all that
Yeah.
shit. They just don't get a fucking show with it. It comes out on a cart and it's like
Yeah.
low key.
Yeah.
And people are like, I don't want to be that fucking dick bad, but I got 4 bad bitches with me and I got money to buy.
That's what Chicago used to be like for me. Was like when I go to the Hefe at Chicago, they'd bring out like 3 bottles of Dom, and the person wouldn't even like look up from their cell phone.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, we wanted it, so we
Right.
ordered it.
Exactly.
It was like such a much more like mature.
and I think
vibe,
that's
you
generally speaking, obviously there'll always be some place for everyone, right? But I think generally speaking, and what he's talking about with the quick mixing, I can attest to from my set today. When I first start out the set, you're a little bit on edge and you're like, all right, let me get into my groove. So you kind of run through records. And I think like the first 20 minutes, there was no reason I should have been mixing out of those after a minute 30. I should have probably let them breathe for like 2
You're
or 3
still
minutes.
doing that though?
What, quick mixing?
No, like getting on, starting a set, and feeling.
When there's a camera on me and
Of course,
I'm playing,
yes.
yeah, it's a little
when you're
different.
recording a mix, yeah,
because
for
there's
sure.
pressure. This exists forever. When I'm just playing, I don't have any concern, no, because it evaporates.
There's also
It's gone.
something so much different about playing for a room full of people where there's already noise, there's crowd noise, and
Yeah.
like a mistake is drowned out by
course. Yeah,
whatever
of
else is happening in the room. Where
When you're setting a
you're
vibe,
fucking,
it's like you can fuck up that vibe by one wrong record. You know what I'm saying?
One wrong fucking hi hat that you let run,
yeah,
longer
or,
than you
or
should.
echoing out a little bit late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure. But
Like-
my whole point is that like there's no one way to do anything. There, like you can accomplish the same goal of a room of people having fun by quick mixing if you're good at it and that's what you do, like for sure. But that's not the end all be all. That's not what you have to do.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's unfortunately the only way I know how to express myself on the turntables.
Do
But
you
I think
quick
it's
mix like that? You do like a verse and a hook, right? Some people just do fucking hooks. Some people just do hook.
I can do hook sets. Yeah, because I know if I know the records well enough, the older ones, the ones that start with the hook, or it's a hook first edit. But
Right.
if it's a bunch of records that start with the hook, we can mix 8 measures at a time. You know,
Especially
eight of mixing and 8 of playing. Or
if they're
whatever.
records
but-
that you know well, that you're like, I know this goes to this and this goes to this.
or the drop records too.
Yeah.
But I don't go hard like that. But I still consider a verse and a hook to be quick mixing. Let's call it a 7 out of 10. You know, or
yeah,
an 8.
no, that's still quick.
Yeah.
But like rap, yes.
60
rap,
files an hour.
Rap,
that's
that makes
also
sense. Rap that
because
makes
most
sense.
rap records are just the hook. Like that's, or especially in the TikTok area, is like people know the hook. What's a record I'm trying to think of that is just the hook, and then after the hook, like Fiend. Like the hook is
Yeah,
dope,
yeah.
but then after the hook, you're like, why am I listening?
No
to
one
this?
even knows what he's saying.
Yeah, and then
I
fucking.
don't think anyone's saying the TikTok era anymore.
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. Use a lie.